Hey guys, it's Mrs. Hollywood Mom here, and we're talking today Bohemian Rhapsody review. So I just wanted to talk about the movie. There's a lot of Oscar buzz around the movie, and as far as I gotta give it to, I think his name is Rami Malek. Please don't yell at me if I said it wrong, but I think his name is Rami Malek, something like that. The man who played Freddie Mercury. When I first heard about the whole Oscar buzz around this movie, at first I was kind of like, why? Like, okay, why are they getting so many awards? Why are they getting Oscar buzz? Like, what is this about? The reason why Rami Malek is getting I think he's going to get an Oscar. I'm going to be honest. I think they're going to give it to him. The thing I see that people don't seem to understand is when you're an actor, if you can not look at the actor itself, like the person that they're playing, they're so good that you can't even tell the difference between the character and the person. That's when you know you're a good actor, because his mannerisms, the way he moved like Freddie Mercury, the way he talked and sound and the dialings and the things that he did that mimic Freddie Mercury so to the T. That's how you know you're a good actor. And I think that's why he's winning so many awards. That's why he's going to probably win an Oscar, is because he played that man so well. He played Freddie Mercury like to the T, to where I couldn't even tell the difference between the actor and then him actually being Freddie Mercury. I mean, he did an amazing job. You got to give it to him. I'm just going to say, first off, I think people assume that black girls or black women in general, you hear black women and then you think music and all you think about is R&B, or all you think about is R&B or rap music or something like that, as if we can't have any other genres of music to listen to, which obviously that's not true. I like jazz, I like country, I like rock and roll, rap, everything. I listen to a little bit of everything. So I feel like I have, I'm a person that I listen to songs, but I don't really pay attention to the artists as much. I mean, there may be a few artists out there that I'm like, oh, I really, really, really love them. But I just listen to songs. I don't necessarily pay attention to the artists until watching Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie. Now, let me just say this. I probably knew all the Queen songs if I can, I, for the most part, know them. But if you would have told me Queen, like the band, I wouldn't know what you were talking about. I think we all associate We Are the Champions and We Will Rock You with, like, our anthems of any sports. If you've ever been to any sports, it doesn't matter, football, baseball, one of those songs is going to be playing. We Are the Champions or We Will Rock You is going to be playing at some kind of sporting event. So I always associated that with, those songs. I never really associated it with the band itself. Let me just say, after watching the movie, I am a Queen fan. Like, I feel like, I don't know if y'all do this. I'm pretty sure you do, because you're surfing the internet right now. And if you're on YouTube, chances are you wound up on my channel because you're probably obsessing about watching a ton of Bohemian Rhapsody, Freddie Mercury, anything that has to do with Queen. You're probably looking up a bunch of those videos like I did. So I couldn't help but to do the same thing. And I just became obsessive with wanting to know more about the band. I wanted to know a lot about Freddie Mercury. And I've just, for the past 3 days, been just researching all this stuff on YouTube. And just how genius was this band? You have to give that to them. How genius. Some of the things that they came up with, the sounds that they would do, and even in the movie, I love how they would put like the coins on the drums and swing in the amplifier and just all the stuff that they were doing to create this sound. And I always say, artists, you have to be a little bit crazy. That's the first thing I think people say sometimes with artists is they're crazy, you know, but I think you cannot be in your right mind and be able to make music like that. I'm sorry. Like you have to be a little out there and think a little bit outside of the box in order to create something genius. And not only that, this their talent. They had such talent. And you look at this generation, not to say that, you know, I'm part of the millennial group myself, so I get it, but I'm sorry, but this generation, like, I do like some of the music of today. You know, I can bump to some of it and, you know, dance, whatever. But you're not going to hear the sound, like the soulfulness and what we hear in, you know, music like what Freddie Mercury and Queen made. You're not going to hear that kind of stuff today. It's just, I don't even think anybody thinks that way. And I think synthesizers kind of jacked up the music industry. I'm sorry, but there's some songs you can bump to with that kind of music, you know, with T-Pain, you know, some of their songs. But is that a legendary, will T-Pain's music be legendary? Will we 20, 30 years from now be bumping to Can I Buy You a Drink? I don't know. You know, I'm not sure it's going to have the same effect as We Are the Champions or Show Must Go On by Queen, which is my favorite song. Like, just the music that they were able to create and the talent that they had, you probably will never see again. There are just certain artists and people out there that just have this crazy, crazy talent that it's just not, it's not for this planet, I think. It's just, they can only be here for a second and then they gotta go. If you don't educate yourself on these bands or educate yourself on the music from past, then we're not gonna know. And unfortunately, I hate that it takes movies to get people to want to find out about the actual artist. The rawness of just making music with instruments, and they didn't have all the crap that we have now in the studios back then. They didn't have all that. You had to come up with these sounds yourself. So I think it's great that they made this movie. I'm happy that they made this movie because it made me a fan. I'm now a fan of Queen because of watching the movie, and them boys can play. I'm just being flat out honest. I mean, from Freddie Mercury's the way he would sing and belt out his music, like that voice just speaks to me. Like his voice is just silk. And then you have the guitarist that would do his riffs, and then Roger on the drums and bass. I mean, like, who comes up with this stuff? And they were like, Roger, they said, was supposed to be a dentist, and then the guitarist guy was an astrologist or something. Like, just how do they come up with this stuff? What kind of talent? Where does it come from? It just makes you wonder. Now, allow yourself, regardless of what people think, allow yourself to expand your horizons and open up to listen to different music, because and just kind of step out of your comfort zone. If the movie Bohemian Rhapsody taught me anything, is to step out of your comfort zone a little bit and just try to listen to different music. Don't just listen to music from your generation. Try to even go back to the 40s and 50s sometimes. Not that you would like the music, but just see how music has evolved, because man, has it evolved quite incredibly over the years. To Queen, thank you for making such amazing music. I know you guys seem like you went through hell and back as a band, as a family, to get to be the legends that you are today. But thank you for making such incredible music. To the people that decided, I know Queen, some of the bandmates were part of the reason for making the movie. Thank you for making this biopic, and thank you for opening up a new generation to who Freddie Mercury was. And he was an incredible voice, an incredible artist, electric on stage. I love Michael Jackson, but I don't think I've ever seen Michael Jackson command a stage and have that stage presence with the audience like he did at the Live Aid. Never have I seen that. How do you get 100,000 people to clap like that with you? Like, how do you do that? How do you do that? I don't think I've seen too many artists even have that much crowd participation. You don't see a genuine feeling in these artists like that anymore. You just don't. There's only a handful that could do that in this generation. Just not seeing it anymore. So that is my take on Bohemian Rhapsody. That is my take on the movie. I loved it. If you would like to see more reviews, just make sure to stop by my channel. I'm here once a week with a review on a movie or music or whatever topic is going on. We'll talk about it. Thank you once again. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. When you want to know when the next video is coming out, just make sure to click that bell down below so that you can get the notifications. Other than that, this is Mrs. Hollywood Mom. I will see you guys next week. Bye.